Welcome to the Ghost Cup Series. Drivers are currently in their qualifying right now. They have, I believe, like a minute and a half left, but they're getting that done. You see, this is Joseph running his qualifying laps right now. Currently, Warren Young, he sits on top of the board with a 2360. Both actually, he's tied with his teammate Jeff Taylor with a 2360. Both of them have ran that exact same time, maybe just down to the thousandths is what they have beat him out. But there is, it's like 23 people here today. I'll pull up some race info for you. So right front tire saving is going to be big. If you do not save that right front, car's gonna stop turning. It is going to start plowing. You really can't beat it up on this track. Now I'm really gonna be watching the exit of 2 here because that's where guys really get loose. They think they can flat foot it. And the car steps out from him on exit. I saw it happen so many times before. I think I've not been guilty of it, but I've saw other guys just absolutely clean out the field because they think they can go all out, but they can't. Have about 30 more seconds left, but if you are new to Ghost Racing Network, if you don't mind throwing in a subscription, we are at 652 right now. I know Austin is also going to be streaming later, so hopefully he will pick up some. I think that he probably will. He always gets 3 or 4 every now and then. They have just got done with their qualifying. I will pull up the starting grid here. All the way back up to the top because it's going to load at the bottom. So first is Warren Young, second Jeff Taylor, third Joseph. Need to figure out his name still. Fourth Dylan McDonald, fifth Chris Hupka, sixth Trey Whitehead, seventh Brock Whitehead, eighth Cody Tarrant, ninth Dylan Ellis, 10th Christopher Cash, 11th Chris Sofield, 12th Thomas Stewart, 13th Lucas Whitehead, 14th Noah Owens, 15th Ryan Sizemore, 16th DJ Daniel, 17th Patrick McQuaid, 18th Matt Metler, 19th is Jonathan Cogswell, 20th, Johnny Williams, 21st, Mike Savinowski, 23rd, Christopher Burrs, 23rd, TJ Hanley, 24th is Charles Whitehead. We have our race control, but he does not join as a driver here. We've really got a lot of people watching, I do know that for sure, but this league is running a custom TWR setup. Use code WATSPIN39 for 5% off your purchase at their setup shop. I'm a member of TWR. It's going to be 200 laps today. On lap 10 also, it will be a silent lap for Johnny Williams. I believe it was his daughter actually lost their child. Premature, was not born. Just make sure. Yeah, she lost her, it was his oldest daughter lost her unborn child. So lap 10 will not be saying anything. Drivers will be quiet for a whole lap also. They will not be saying anything either. Wait for everybody to grid. I think we're waiting on... Everybody's here? Okay, pace cars do it. All right, we're going to start here. Anyway, stepping over myself and my words. I'm going to give them all a paint refresh. Their paints are going to go white, and then they're going to pop in with the paint scheme that they have on their car. You can really run anything here. No drivers, no specific 2-1. Looks like Dylan McDonald, last week's winner, he is up here in fourth. He came from Core. He won last week at Michigan. Okay. After he kind of had to fight through the pack early, or late up, kind of semi-late on in the race. Zofield has a new paint scheme. That is nice looking. Looks like we got a chrome one here. That is Lucas Whitehead. That looks good too. I always love these blue paint schemes. What does this one look like? I like, my favorite color is blue, so I gotta always look at them. But Taylor, it's all on him here. Pace car will pull off. Sorry, it's on Warren. Yeah, he's there. Start is on Warren. Really on the green flag this time. Dylan's still trying to warm up his tires. Looks like they're actually going to go around one more lap. so used to the pace car just pulling off after one. But they try to simulate real life, so I understand that. Not a bad thing to try. That Ford Mustang. I drive a Chevy. Every chance I get. I don't think I have anything that's Ford in this game. The lights are off on the pace car this time, so start is on Warren Young. That inside 42 car there. Looks like he's running a Target paint scheme, half black, little white line, and then red on the bottom. Actually, pretty clean paint scheme here. Pace car will pull in, however. As the green flag is in the air, we are underway here from 200 laps from Rockingham. Taylor gets out to a good start, surprisingly. Not expect him to do that, but he jumps out to an early lead. Like Taylor, he's still going to hold on to it a little bit. I see Dylan McDonald coming. Now, Dylan can do this for a while, but about 10-ish laps, I'd say he's got time for it, and then he's going to figure out that that doesn't work anymore as we have Chris Sofield tap the wall there coming off the 2. That's going to not be an uncommon thing to see here. It's going to be pretty common. Looks like we have, I believe that was Brock almost came down on Hupka. Hupka maybe got a little bit of a scare. Dylan, he's looking for the lead. He's ran the fastest lap of the race at 23.6 right now currently. Still dive it on in there. He can get away with this right now as Zoka was apparently crashed. He's by himself. Oh, gosh. He's by himself, though, on the bottom of the track, and that will not bring out a caution because it's manual cautions, I believe. As... Oh, that car just... Oh, I mean, you can't blame Savinowski there. You see parts go flying off. Savinowski's car is beat up too. You know, that exit of that corner is always just, it's hard to get if there's somebody in front of you. As there's 2 tied cars in this race. I was like, wait a minute, I saw that paint scheme. But Jeff, he's still continuing to lead Dylan McDonald, but he's got a rear full of this. See that he just got McDonald. Dylan has kind of fallen off a little bit, but again, it's 6 laps into the race. Really around lap 30-ish is when these guys are really going to be finding out who saved their stuff the most. If you jump out to an early lead in most races, that's not a good thing because that means you were burning up your tires, and they're probably not going to last much longer for you. Roberge. I think Roberge ran that paint scheme last week too. I think. Charles Whitehead gets a little tight on that. Johnny Williams is here too. So got 2 more laps until that silent lap here for drivers. A little bit of a digger view here. Dylan looks like he's about a 10th off right now from Jeff. Jeff just needs to keep it clean, don't get in the wall. Warren can probably, it looks like he likes that high line, but this will be a silent lap for these drivers here. now that is over for Johnny Williams' daughter, who lost the unborn child. Jeff is going to run into Zofield, so this might be bad if he catches... Oh, that's not what you want to see. That right rear started to step out on him, but he just ran the fastest lap of the race there, too. So can't really beat on him, but you do not want to have that car sideways off the exit, because once these get sideways and those rear tires get heated up, it is hard to drive. It just doesn't handle the same at all, so he's got to be careful with that. You can maybe fix that by driving in a little bit harder into the corner, but you really want to avoid having to do that overall. As you see Hubka, he's kind of falling back now. He actually qualified 5th. He's back to 10th currently. He's having to deal with McQuaid and Cash. Warren kind of riding here. Joseph, also relatively new. He's done pretty good in the races that he's ran. So he's a good driver for these guys. Current lap times right now, though, currently everyone is about 21.8, 21.9s. Brock did run a 21.7 that lap. So did Trey. What they run this time by? We'll run a 23. Still a 23.7 for Trey, so he's about a 10th faster than these guys in front of him right now. But problem is getting around him. This track is somewhat hard to pass on, really. You can't really pass into turns 2, 3, and 4. You can. That's where your passing is going to be, because 1 and 2, it doesn't work like you think it would. The car just doesn't want to handle correctly, and you're kind of just left with a please turn kind of moment. As we see, DJ has punted somebody. He's gotten some front end damage, because that is not a good looking Chevy Camaro. Not anymore, because right here. You can see that dented in right there on the hood. That's front end. That's probably about 30, 40 seconds of optional. You'd actually be surprised how much optional damage these cars can have and still be running. And even that right there is optimal damage. Or optional damage, sorry, not optimal, optional. Nothing says that you have to do that. But I would probably get that fixed. If they're under caution, they'll have to come in under green. You do not want to do it under green. That is for sure. No under greens. Trey, he has started to catch these guys now. Gonna get Warren here, maybe. He's looking for this position. He's gonna get bottom. Warren's running about a half a car length up on exit. He's not dominating the corner off. Someone just stepped out there, and I believe that may have been Jeff also. I saw some smoke. That right rear starting to get heated up. That might help him, though, if he's tight on entry. That could maybe straighten him out some, a little bit, help him turn a little bit more. He might be doing that. Let's see what he does off this exit. He's staying pretty low. We'll actually go in car with him, see how his wheel is right now. Like for him, he's actually kind of jabbing the throttle, so he's trying to get it to rotate, but he doesn't want to go fully on it quite at the moment. So he's trying to get it to where it'll start turning for him, but it's not going to turn so much that it's going to snap around on him, which is a smart thing to do. Somebody who's really off the throttle all the time. We'll actually look at how Dylan's wheel looks in his car. Okay, yeah, so one thing here, too, Kenny Coppola, who built the set, they had a update about, say, maybe a month and a half ago. And what that did is the rev range is a lot different on these cars. Zofield almost takes out Taylor. No, that's actually, that is Zofield, I think. No, it's not. Who is that? Yes, it is Zofield. Okay. Anyway. So there's an update about a month and a half ago, and it took the rev limit down a lot. You could rev these cars to 9,700 RPM, and they wouldn't rev limit until like 98,000. Now these rev limit at 91,000. So that means you have to shift at some tracks that you wouldn't think you have to. But Jeff is running 4th gear. So right now what it's doing for him, but watch it here. He's going to hit the chip before going into this turn. You see it flash red right there. He was about 200, maybe 100 RPMs off. But I always thought that, running lower RPMs is better. Well, Kenny actually explained this to me. The higher the RPM you are when you go into a corner, it's actually going to engine brake for you, so you don't have to use as much brake to get the car to turn. It's going to want to slow down on its own because it's already so high in the range, and compared to it being low, it's going to want to drop quickly anyway. So that does, that's what can happen there too. If you keep it down, that gets the rear tires to rotate really fast. You ride on 5th, they don't get as mad, but you don't really get that drive off that you need here either. Look at how Brock is doing it. Yeah, look, he's in 5th also. Watch how low he drops. He drops to 63, 62. I saw it right there. We'll watch Jeff when he comes into turn 1 and 2. Watch how low his RPMs get compared to Trey's. So watch it here. He'll hit the chip again. He hit it right there. 62. He's up to 70,000. Or sorry, 7,000. But it looks like that car's still turning for him. And he's keeping it within the power band doing that also. He's not having to wait for the car to be optimal torque, optimal just everything for it. He's getting in it to where that car is already ready to, it's already so high in gear that it's not having to catch up to itself at all. Looking at his lap times, these guys have been pretty consistent up here. They're literally there. Dylan ran a 24-22. Jeff ran a 24-24. Trey ran a 24-24. So it looks like everybody is it's very consistent up here with their times currently. It's not really anybody different at this moment. Let the camera choose where we go. Who it thinks is exciting. So we got this big pack here. That's Lucas, Brock, Joseph, Cody, and I think Hupka right back there. No, Hupka's there. He is. Hupka actually about wrecked off the corner. DJ's up 5 positions. I don't think that damage is hurting him, but it's definitely not doing. You don't really want that. It just hurts the car. It probably hurts that aero too, because you gotta think these Chevys are pointed at the front, so it kind of splits the air. When you flatten that out, it's kind of like just putting a big board in front of the car. The air has nowhere to go, so it makes a lot of drag on it. That would make more downforce though, I think. No, it wouldn't. No, yeah, it wouldn't make more downforce because it wouldn't flow over the hood. I can say I was trying to get that right in my head. See McQuaid, he's running a new paint scheme. I know that he races for, I think, Alpha Line is what it's called. Post every week. There that I see that he races in. We got a lot of stuff back here. Dylan Ellis, I believe that might be TJ. Yeah, that is TJ. And then we've got, it's not Cash. Who is that? I believe that is Johnny. Nope, that is Stewart. Who is that green car? It was Matt Metler. That's who it was. I saw that car somewhere. I knew it was somebody. He's currently riding around 18th. This is where he qualified. You do not want to go 3 wide. Oh, they're 3 wide now. Who cares? 3 wide. 35 laps into a 200 lap race. Let's just send it. It looks like he will get both of those positions there, I believe. Yes, he will. That almost ended up really bad for him, as Jeff just ran a 25.99. He had the car step out on him somewhere because that is a whole second and a half, or more than a half slower than last lap. So I guarantee you it probably got away from him coming off of 2. I had been watching his wheel. He was already loose. But that lap, or his last one, across the finish line, he was 2/10 faster again. So he definitely had that car step out on him somewhere. That you're not going to get that big of a drop just randomly from a driver. Normally that car is, yeah, it's not been happy in some spot somewhere. I'm going to make sure here that my mic is working correctly. I figured out what it was. I think it is. Because I figured out what plugin was messing with it yesterday. Yep, it is. Okay, never mind. We're good. I was just checking because I didn't realize about until maybe 10-ish laps into the stream yesterday that it was messing up. I had no clue because I couldn't hear myself as Jeff has now dropped back to 3rd. He is dropping fast. He's getting loose off these corners. I mean, I know it's stepping out on him. The reason I know that is because if you look right here, next to the driver's name, look at their lap times. 24, 24. Everybody's still in the 24. Then you got a 26. That car is getting loose off of turn 2. Because 3 and 4, it's kind of hard to get it loose off of 4. But here it's not easy, or not hard, because there's kind of a bump right there. Yep, there it goes. Steps out on him. Knew it would. He locks it down. Barely hits that inside wall. It finally came around and bit him. I knew that was stepping out on him. Got a little bit of a tap there from Lucas, but that wasn't his fault. Jeff was already loose. Lucas really couldn't do anything. It's kind of right in his lap. That's going to put Taylor back to 8th right now. He's going to drop more positions here, too. He's probably going to go back to 9th. But really what he's got to do now is he's got to cool his tires off some way or another. And that's the only option he has. He's got to hope that it didn't mess up his steering either. He didn't hit too hard. I think he might be fine. We'll actually look at his steering wheel. I think it's fine. That's not cockpit. Yeah, it looks like he's fine there. I think he is. Don't really see that wheel turn too much. These cars are weird on their steering. If you hit it kind of with this, like, flat side of your car, like on the body, it doesn't do that much. But if you hit it angled, that, oh my God, your steering will go away. And sometimes your wheel will be straight, but your steering wheel will be straight, but your wheels are not, and it'll pull the car, and you go to get out of that car, or that wreck that you were in, and that thing just goes to the right. I know the Gen 6s, they used to crab walk when they had steering damage. These, I don't think, really do that. They just break the toe link in their car. That's what they do. Which is good and bad, because the toe links are sometimes fragile, sometimes they're not. It really depends on how you hit them, it seems. As we do have some guys that did come down and pit. Joseph, Johnny, Dylan, and Chris. I mean, we know Chris came down. He was actually towed to pit road. As we got somebody in the wall back there. That's the 21 of Johnny. I think he might have ran up on Cash. Probably saw it happen. He was like, uh-oh, this is not going to end up good for me. But the race winner from last week. What happened here? As he must have something else going on. He was running good, so I guarantee there was something else that popped up for him. He is in the military, so it could be something related to that. Would not be surprised. I think he is. Pretty sure he is. I don't have that info, but I think he is. Let's keep seeing that. I believe his mom jump in the chat every now and then and say, "Go, Joseph, we're cheering you on from this place." So I'm assuming that he is. Hopefully I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be wrong. Now Jeff, he's stabilized where he is now. Fastest car, Phil Lucas, and he's been running a lot faster. He was 3/10 faster than Dylan, 4/10 faster than Trey that lap. So he's coming. Also, really, I mean, it's all the whiteheads are up here. Actually, here's the weird thing too. Not all these whiteheads are related either. I think Lucas is the only one not related to any of these whiteheads in the race. Track noise here. Guys going around. Surprised we've not really seen. We've saw. I really only caught one wreck. We've had a semi-wreck with Taylor there. His car just. I mean, I knew it was doing that. There was the way his times were. There was something wrong with it. His Cash is now down pit road. I do want to see when these guys come down pit road because you don't want to stay out too long because if you do that, you can really. You're going to be gaining time when you come back, but is the time that you've lost worth it? No, because they're going to be coming pretty quick. We'll have to see how fast these new tires are. The Cash is going to have 52 laps in those tires. We'll watch him about after 4 laps what his lap times become. So Lucas is catching. Yeah, he's going to catch Dylan before Dylan goes to pit road. That's for sure. He's riding this track pretty good. Ward's starting to have a little bit of a rebound now, I think. He's in 6th. He's been kind of watching these guys go at it. Back to 2 whiteheads going at it, Brock and Lucas. Sorry, no, Brock and Trey. These 2 are so similar in paint scheme. That's the only thing that's different is the color of it. Kind of a weird only difference, but that's the only difference with them. Okay, where's Cash? So Cash just got back out on track. He is multiple laps down. He's 3 laps down. What does he run this time? He's gonna run a 24:43. I think he's still getting up to speed. So let's see what it is this next lap. He's gonna collect Superman here for about 20 laps. That's the fastest time right now. That's on fresh tires. I want to see if he was getting up to speed, though. 25. That's odd. Looks like those tires aren't. It might just be like Cash is driving, just driving easy now. Charles is in. But we got Lucas. He's going to start hounding Dylan for the lead. Right on his bumper pretty much that corner before, and then he decided to back off. So, let's not wreck him. A little tap here goes a long way. A very, very, very long way. I believe we should have had some new drivers in here tonight. I believe they weren't able to race, though. Let me look at who that was. And this is who it is right here. Let me look what series these guys are. They may be a different one. I'll have to see after. I think they might be the trucks that we're trying to start soon. Which I will not be broadcasting that because I've got Iron Thunder Premier Series that night. He might be getting another broadcaster. He might not. It depends on what he chooses to do. If he does it, he does it. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Hopefully that sounded right to you all. I think it did. I don't know. Dylan, how long do you run it? These guys are probably going to run it to the end. I don't think they would come down pit road and give up their positions. As long as Dylan makes them really fight for it, and as long as nobody else behind him that's on the lead lap pits, I think he's going to be fine. He's doing really good. That's for dang sure. I mean, but Lucas is almost matching his times now. I mean, now once you catch a guy, then you got to start thinking, okay, how am I going to pass him? How am I going to set him up? What am I going to do? And you'd be surprised how much thinking goes into setting up a pass. I've had to make some passes where I've been trying to make that pass for the past 5 laps because I'm trying to get that person to move into this position. You're just trying to get somebody to bite, to go a little bit higher in the corner, a little bit lower, just so you can get that fender there so they can't come up. And it takes forever to get some passes done. I think that's what Lucas is having to deal with. He's trying to get Dylan in a spot to where Dylan just can't defend it. As Hupka's going to be the first guy to come down pit road, that was one of the lead lap cars. I believe he's coming down from about 9th place right now. I think these guys are about to be side by side here soon. They're not hitting that much lap traffic yet. Like Dylan's not rotating yet. If Lucas can just get under Dylan, I think he'll be able to pass him. Dylan looks like he rolls 3 and 4 pretty good, but Lucas rolls that one really good that time. He might take a shot there. He decides not to. Dylan's not as strong in 1 and 2 as Lucas is. I've noticed that. I think it's just because he's tight. And you see right there, he's a little bit higher up on the track. Lucas is able to run a little bit lower. These guys are doing it now. It's not really drawing anybody else in. They're just kind of riding around. I think Trey might be out of fuel. No, he's still got fuel. He was going really slow in the bottom. I was like, what is going on? But this lap traffic could be bad. It can be real bad. Really, really bad. If you're not careful. I've lost some races because of lap traffic. Lucas, yep, he got up under him. Dylan, that weak spot that he had, Lucas tried to capitalize on it, but Dylan powers on the outside. One thing too with tracks that are highline dominant, if you pass them on the bottom, if you try to get on the bottom, you have so much wheeling to it that car's going to want to snap around on you. And it's just going to be so hard to pass. And you're trying to go up higher and higher and higher. See, look, oh, Dylan got tight. Yep, it plowed right there on him. They're going to be side by side going down the backstretch now. Into turns 3 and 4. Can Dylan fight him off? No, Owens is off the track. He's now actually probably gone through the grass in the infield. Dylan, oh, you see that steering wheel wiggle. He was wheeling that thing, but I think he's probably going to lose it to Lucas here. Lucas will be able to roll corner, but Dylan's just going to send it on in there. He's not going to let him have it. I think Lucas finally got it. No, he doesn't. Not yet. Dylan will not let him go. He finally gets that position. Let's go with it. But Trey and Patrick McQuaid are down. We are going to look at what happened to Owens. It probably went sideways. Yep, just loose there. He just does a little landscaping work for him. Nice and smooth there. Gets right back up on the track. But how long do Lucas and Dylan stay out now? Now that people have started to pit, do you wait a lot longer? As I've been looking now, Jeff Taylor's actually driven back up to 5th. I don't think he has damage. I think it's just really cosmetic for him. Cody's actually in 4th. I keep on wanting to say Zofield because they have almost the same paint scheme, but they're different drivers. I know. I'm not saying the same person. As DJ's car reminds me of like Tow Mater for some reason. I don't know why. I guess it's like the face. And that car, like, it looks horrible. The front end is just, God, that thing is destroyed. Did he dent it in more? He hasn't, but it looks like it's gotten worse. Oh, look at, okay. I want you to notice this, however. This is what's really affecting it now that I look closer. Look at his lip, which I call that lip. It's called, no, they really don't have a splitter on the car anymore, but that car, look at how high up it is around the center. That is not good at all, as we have a caution now. What has happened here? Matt Metler has crashed, apparently. Go back to what I was talking about, DJ, in a second. Matt's probably trying to get to pit road. Yep, he was trying to get to pit road. He missed it. Oh, he hits the barrels. Oh, no. Surprised I brought out a caution. And I don't know. I'm surprised that was a caution there because he was off the surface. But this is good for Lucas and... oh, wait. Were they down pit road? Oh, they're trapped a lap down. But everybody else is going to come into pit because they haven't pitted yet. But what I was talking about with DJ is... look right. So look at the middle. Look at how it kind of arches up. That's not good at all. Because that's making the airflow a lot... It's just messed up the air. The air's not going over the car like it was before, and that's probably letting more of it get up under it, and it's not getting that downforce on the car. But these do rely more on the what do they call it? The panel under the car. I can't remember what they call it, more than anything else, I believe. Now Jeff has that time to maybe get his damage fixed. Roberge gets the wave around. I thought he was staying out there. As Metler had a nice ride there. He got to say hello to the barrels. He wanted to see if they would move, and they didn't move. He can try that next time if you hit it hard enough. They may move. But winning the race off pit road is actually Brock. Roberge is second? Oh, okay, when this cycle's out, he'll be behind him. Jeff comes out in third. He hopped Cody and he hopped a lot of guys. He moved up about 3 positions from that move alone. These guys are going to be pretty mad that they're trapped a lap down. They're like, you got to be kidding me. Looks like it's Warren. And no, oh, I don't know what that was. It just all disappeared. I've had that happen before, and that was actually one of the tracks turning on the lights. That was Charlotte it happened, and I was like, what? They said, yeah, we all had a random FPS drop there because they turned on the lights. Who's a lap down here? They'll get a wave. If these guys are going to get a wave around, it's going to be the last lap before they go green. Looks like they will because McQuaid's leading that line. Yeah, so they'll get a wave around. McQuaid's leading it. But the guys behind him up to, I believe, maybe Lucas, I think, are going to get a wave around, I think. I'll have to see. I'm not completely sure. No, Lucas is on lead lap. I know this timing's way off. I'm trying to see what's happening right now. It's everywhere. It really is everywhere. I have a class with, our professor has, for our finals, it's a weird final. So what they've done, or what she's done, is actually lights are off the pace car. So I'll tell y'all when these guys get back racing. But Taylor, this is familiar for him. He's in second. This is where he started the race. So he's back up, as you see. There's guys still catching the pace car, or catching the field, not pace car. As it will pull off this time by unless race control throws another manual caution. Nope, it pulls off here. So Brock Whitehead will lead them to green. He's going to hold the flag in his hand as the green flag is back in the air. We are back underway here. Brock, he gets out to a lead there, but back to, never mind, I'm not talking about DJ anymore. Our professor has done this thing where, there we go, right across the bumper. That was Ryan. Almost took a swipe at him. We got somebody in the wall. I believe that is Fabanowski, I think. Yes, that is him. Off a 2. I think the car stepped out or it just started to plow, one of the two. It's weird. You can get loose with this track. You can get tight at this track. Because Dylan says, there's a racetrack down here. I'm going to go down. I'm tired of being behind you all. As he leans on Roberge getting in that corner. Dylan is trying to get back up to the front here as we got somebody. Oh, gosh, these guys are going to wreck soon. These are guys that were up front. They got caught a lap down, so they had to go to the back of the line. They got to sort through all of this stuff. It's good that they're on the lead lap for them, but you got to come through all of that. And it may take a while for that to happen. Because that will just suck. It will really suck sometimes. Dylan, he's back up to 8th. I think he's going to pass, not in position. When he gets around, Warren is on the lead lap, I think. I'm trying to look here. The timing hasn't gone red, so I'm not sure if he is or is not. But yeah, he's 1 lap down, so once he gets to Hovka, that's when he can actually start gaining some positions. Actually, when he gets to TJ, he can start gaining some positions. As TJ just ran the fastest lap, a 23:56. Of the race right now for him. Got somebody draped over each other. That's Noah on Ryan. Then Noah has Cody looking at him. Might clean him out. Good tie joke. I'll never make that again. Somebody clip that, lap 82. Might tell Google to add me a reminder for that. Put it in my not top 10 moments of the year. Looks like Johnny just said use my fast repair early and got damaged again. Just didn't have enough power to continue. Yeah, cars can take a beating sometimes, and then other times they can. As Jeff is trying to get to the outside, he's about to get swiped by Noah here. And when these guys swipe each other, they don't mean that. They don't know what their braking zone is. Some of these guys have different braking zones than some others, so they like to get in deeper in the corners. And it's actually surprisingly hard too, especially at Martinsville. Oh my gosh, it's difficult. When you get behind a guy, catching them's not hard. Passing them is when it gets extremely difficult because you don't know where they brake. You have no clue if they do it early, if they do it late, where they do it. So you plow through guys half the time. I haven't even ran a open at Martinsville. I'm definitely not doing that. Actually, haven't really ran a race in like 3 weeks. Just have not had time for anything at all. I'm so busy. Need to get back to doing something with iRacing. This is the pack right here. So it looks like it starts with, I'd say starts with maybe DJ and then kind of goes back to Sabanowski back there. Don't see Hovka. Where's Hovka at? Yeah, Hovka's way back there. I don't know where he was. But as I've been looking across the field, now look who's coming up here. Got Dylan coming back up to the front. He looks like he will get past Ryan. Ryan won't be able to fight him there. Yep, he gets that position pretty easily. Might make quick work of these guys. They're about to reach the halfway point here in about 13 more laps, which will be 12 when they get here. Lap times right now, Noah, Dylan, these guys are 23s. Brock and Jeff are running low 24s. When I say low, I mean like barely there. Almost hitting 23s as Jeff's now gotten up under Brock. They beat down. Oh, they're baiting each other. What was that? We got some anger being taken out here. I like it. I don't know what that was about. Maybe there was something that Brock was doing that Jeff just did not like at all. He might have been trying to side draft too. I don't know. I mean, that looked like he was not happy. So, I don't think they actually touched the first time here. We're just looking at this incident. I don't think that there was actual contact right here. I think they netcode each other. Yeah, look right here. So this is off of 2. Jeff's trying to get close to Brock. Yeah, they never touched there, but it said that they did. Then Jeff comes back up. Actually, they both met each other right in the middle. That's just meeting each other there. That one's Jeff trying to run him up the track a little bit, trying to get him high up in it. So that wasn't intentional. Well, 2 of them, hopefully. I think the third one might have been a little bit of, I'm done with you. As they were holding on to quarter panels hard last week at Michigan, and he was not happy. I do not blame him. It's one of the most annoying things when guys hold on to your quarter panel, because it's that one part of the car that once they get a hold of it, it just drags you back. It's a smart thing to do. But it's angering. It is definitely angering. There's no doubt about that. He's gonna probably be coming back with vengeance here. We're gonna have to watch him. So I think he's gonna be a little mad. I do like some good fuse. We already have saw an intentional wreck this season. That driver was then kicked from the league. That was at Richmond. But Dylan's about to take the lead back. Who would have guessed? He actually pitted a few laps before Brock, so he's got older tires also. But he's driven up through the pack like it was nothing. Can't say I'm surprised, really, because he's been good overall. And it's just he's kind of just dominating this whole race right now. That being said, you have that car step out on you in one spot the wrong way, well, you're going to wreck. You are going to wreck. We've already saw it happen with Jeff. That was not too fun. So Dylan's looking. He just gave a little look to the inside to let Brock know that, hey, I'm down here. I might pass you. I'm going to give you a little bit of a look. You're really just trying to get the driver looking in their mirror at that point. Then it's up to them to block. Some people mirror drive, and I would love to absolutely plow through them sometimes, but I don't do that. I just let it. I let them go wreck themselves as we got a big old pack here now. So Jeff's in the middle of everything, literally. So is Lucas. So is Cody. So is TJ. I mean, these guys are literally all around each other. This is 10th to 6th place right here, all in one big pack, racing each other. Looks like Lucas will get away from that. Zofield, oh, there it goes. Snapped on exit. He's going to get Trey Whitehead. He'll slide down to the inside. Warren Young also collected. Those guys will be involved in the wreck here. It finally snapped on somebody. Watch it right. It's going to be... Oh, he actually might have gotten a little bit of a tap there. I'm not sure. I think he got touched just barely. Let's see. Rear chase here. I'm going to go up slower. Oh, yeah. He gets tapped by Taylor there. Goes down to the inside. He overcorrects it. He gets... Oh, Warren had nowhere to go. Innocent little Warren. But that was a hard hit for him in the rear end. Cody gets out pretty much unscathed. So does the 31. Really nothing happened to him. But I believe everybody... Yep, they're going to be back down pit road. I believe that penalty will probably... It might be a racing incident. I didn't think that was intentional at all. Chris, I just saw what you put in there. I think that Jeff, he didn't really expect that. That's a weird part of the corner where some guys are trying to be a little bit easier getting on the throttle. Some guys just say, I'm going to flat-foot it. And if it steps out, it steps out. So that's probably just different driving styles coming and colliding with each other. I don't think that was intentional. As who's going to win the race off pit road? It will be Dylan who wins it. So it will be Brock or Dylan. Ooh, McQuaid stayed out, actually. Look at him. Didn't think he was going to stay out here. Salvanovsky, I think he'll get the wave around. Or McQuaid also might have missed pit entry here. Let's see what he does. Goes down pit road. You missed it. Yeah, there he goes back down. Oh, no, not quite yet. Yeah, I think he just missed. Oh, I forgot. So it'll be Dylan, Brock, Noah, DJ, Lucas, Ryan, TJ, Trey, Chris, Roberts, Jeff, Cody Tarrant, Cogswell. I haven't talked much about him. Cash and Warren Young had to probably pop his fast repair because that car is probably broken. As how does he have steering? You've got to be kidding me. If he actually has steering, that car looks like, I mean, he hit hard with that front. Rear end, I'm not really worried about that. I'm going to be very surprised if he does not have a lot of damage. He has to have some type of steering damage from that. He's actually kind of lucky he backed it in the wall. When you back these cars on the wall, they really don't, nothing really happens to them. Yeah, they go in the wall, but they just kind of stop. I have no idea where Roos is at. He might be dealing with his kid. I don't know. He's not here in this race. He's normally here. I think this is the first race he's missed all season. I think. I'm pretty sure it is. He's been in all of them up till this track here. He must be doing something today. Oh, yeah, Jeff, I believe he might have gotten an EOL. Let's see. No? Yes? No? I think he did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. Yeah, he did. Okay, he got an EOL. That fault was seen as Jeff Taylor's, so he's got to fight back up to the pack again. Hopefully we do not... I want to see more anger come out from people, but I don't want to see somebody wreck. I do want to see him right on each other's door. Nothing's wrong as Dylan almost ran Brock in the wall there on accident, warming up his tires. I don't know if that actually does anything in iRacing. It may. I know some guys would love to see a quick caution here, that's for sure. But they have officially reached their halfway point here. 101 laps done. It's about to be 102. As the green flag is back in the air, we are back underway here. Dylan gets a massive jump on the field. Really brought to his own. DJ in the car that looks like it's smiling in the middle of it. I don't know how he's still riding like that. He will actually get the fourth. TJ, who normally has internet issues, he did switch providers, I believe, to see if that fixed it. And I've not saw him blink at all tonight. Now, that being said, he's probably going to disappear and drop off the face of the earth in about 5 laps. Now that said something. But the guys that didn't pit was Thomas Stewart didn't pit. He's trying to get back on the lead lap. Metler is still sitting in pit road because he KO'd that car. Probably used his fast repair early too. One thing about iRacing too, you know, you come out of the pits and it resets everything. You can unselect everything. As soon as you exit, it fills everything back up, and that's really annoying because sometimes you'll forget to uncheck your fast repair and it will fix like a second of damage, and then that's not worth it. That is not worth it at all. DJ is now having to fight Noah. Actually trying to get up to third. I believe that Noah made DJ's paint scheme. It's called Blue Racing Designs on the side as these two get close there. I think these guys have one more pit stop at least for them. Warren is back out. He's only 1 lap down. If he can get to Cogswell, as it looks like he did pop a fast repair. Yes, he did. He did use his fast repair. If he can catch Cogswell and caution comes out, then he'll be back on the lead lap. See Cody, he was the guy that got spun last time, or that brought the caution. Brock is actually, it wasn't Brock, it was Trey that got spun. I thought it was a 31. Trey got involved in it, can't speak apparently. He didn't really get that much damage. I mean, he got hit, but he kept it off the wall. After that, he didn't slide down and destroy his car. That's not uncommon to see guys do. They don't hold the brake. You don't want, and sometimes they do, and you lock him up. And at that point, you just start skidding. You don't got any traction. I've kind of found with, honestly, these next gens sometimes when I'm sliding like that, I'm kind of pumping the brake. I'm not going full foot to the floor. Now, sometimes I will, because that's the only thing you just have to hope and pray that it stops. The only option you have sometimes. Hubka back here. Can you believe got passed by Trey that lap? Got Roberge, and then he's got Cogswell behind him. Just little battles throughout the field. As DJ has done something to that car, because he is coming. He's gonna maybe get second from Brock. Got a bad entry there. But Brock's gonna just roll him there, roll him off the corner. I don't know how he's driving with that much damage in that car. I think it would be hurting him, but I mean, he probably doesn't even notice it. See what he's running. So Dylan ran a 23.7. 1, 2, 3, 8. 20. Okay, DJ's actually a lot slower that lap. Must have had something go wrong that one lap. Now that these guys have reached past the halfway point in the race, we'll go on our first commercial break, because I have not had a single one.
I played a couple of simulators, and this was like very responsive, especially the hydraulics and stuff, the motion and stuff was really, really on point.
Make you feel like you're really driving, it feels real.
It adds so much to the experience. It's just really, really cool.
It was pretty awesome.
As while we were away there, I will disable my screen. It wants to show you all what OBS looks like. We had a little bit of an incident here. Something happened with DJ. I don't know what, but I think he got loose. Oh, this is a side draft here. So, side drafts, Lucas goes up. I don't think that, yeah. I don't know. I think that's what we saw with Jeff, is Lucas is just trying to get to that quarter panel. And, I mean, he definitely comes up against DJ, but I think he's going for that quarter panel there. DJ did save it, but all that time that he spent trying to catch him is now gone. He put in a lot of work to get back up there. So a lot of these guys just kind of stagnant. They've really just stopped where they are. They've not gone up in the pack. They've just been here now. There's not been any passes either, surprisingly, for about 4 laps. I'm looking at SDK right now. It's not giving me any notifications for it. We might have one right here. Ryan's trying to fight off Trey. Trey's going to get in there, send it a little bit so he can wash up the track. Does get a good bite on the car. However, as it steps out on him there, almost cleans out somebody below him. That's it. Warren Young is down pit road again. Not sure why he's back down. Did pit last time, so I guess it's just more damage or something. Just trying to experiment, maybe. He has, but we got a big pack right here. I mean, this is basically 4th to, I believe, 8th. Yep. Nope, actually, 9th. As we got, he's leaning on him again. So people are using up, that's actually TJ that time. Got used up a little bit by Trey. Ran him up the track some. PhD Designs paint scheme on his car. He actually is a designer for paint schemes. Hopefully I said that right. It's literally on the side of it. If I said it wrong, I'm sorry. Never mind, I was right. PhD Designs. See, DJ now. What that did to DJ when he got into that little incident, that really heated up those tires. And this car is really not very forgiving on tires either. You slip them once. Like, I know there was a time at Indianapolis that I was actually running down one of my teammates. It was like 5-6 weeks ago, and I slipped once, and I could never catch him after that. I slipped the tire one time. It was in, I believe, the exit of 3, I think that's where I slipped it. And that car, I mean, it was already so loose, but once I did that, that rear end was the devil. It was hard to hold on to. No matter what you did, I could not get that thing to just stop wanting to snap out from under me. Hey, Lucas has now ran down Brock here, though. Lucas, this is what he did last time, too. He actually got past Dylan, but I think these guys have one pit stop left in them. Can't go to the end quite yet. What Dylan's really doing is he's trying to build as big of a cushion as he can on these guys. He's getting out ahead as far as he can. He's just kind of like to the point. He's like, I'm not going to be worrying about it too much right now. He might worry about it later. That's for a later time, though. Austin is about to stream here in about less than 10 minutes, I believe. Somewhere around that time. I'm not sure. Whatever Austin does, Austin does. He picks up races, just put him on there. It doesn't matter what he does. I don't care what he does. He just streams to the channel. He keeps all the money that he makes, too. So one thing that we do at Ghost, whatever money you make, you keep. We don't take anything. I actually struck a deal with the broadcasting company, or not with the I am a broadcasting company, with the league. They paid for 17 races up front. I gave them a like $5 discount for every single race. I got $450 from them. Iron Thunder, I'll be getting about 1,000 when I'm, probably a little bit less than 1,000 because I did give them some free races because I had some issues. They didn't pay up front. Theirs is by race. I do either. I'm probably gonna get 1,000, and then if I do more of their leagues, it's just if they want to bring me back. It's, I think TJ about snapped the wall there. But this channel's definitely been amazing. If you told me it would be at 650, whatever it is right now, I don't know if we gain more or not. Subscribers and not even a year old, I would be like, you got to be kidding me. There's no way I'm gonna get iRacing channel this big, because iRacing overall it's not a very popular game on YouTube. Most of the broadcasting services that do that, they're not that big. It's a very niche audience, very, very small. But we caught up to some of these guys that have been in it for about 3 years with subscribers, and we're close to them, really. As that is Charles on the bottom there. But Brock actually held off Lucas. He's gained a little bit of time on Dylan. He gained about a tenth there. Might lose it going into this corner, however. Yeah, he just lost a lot going into that corner. Dylan, I believe he was on the back stretch. Yeah, I got off that corner. Sabanowski's down. Thought he was down. He definitely got loose. Charles probably sped. That sucks for him. Never want to see that. I've done that. I threw a race away at Darlington. I was talking to one of my teammates and completely forgot about pit road speed limit under caution. And I sped and could never get back on the lead lap, and that was probably the dumbest thing I've ever done. I was already struggling there. Could never get the car to do what I wanted it to. Definitely difficult. But Jeff, he's slowly going back up here. It's taking him a long time. And he's gone from 12th, probably 13th to 7th. But he had to go to the back of that line, or back of the line of the lead lap cars, because he was given that penalty. He was seen at fault for that little incident with, don't want to get the guy wrong, Trey. These guys are running pretty consistent lap times. It's not anything, eye-opening, but right now you just need to be consistent. And Dylan's also catching lap cars. So if he passes them in the right spot, he's going to gain time. If he catches them in the wrong spot, you can lose a lot. When I mean a lot, I mean a lot. He almost ended his race right there. I don't know if y'all caught that. He got below the apron. And at this track, you do that, that car, ooh, it does not like that one bit. It's scary. Really, any track you hit the apron, it's pretty bad. It will never act the same. Or it will act the same, but that car gets loose. Really loose. He's actually about to lap Cody Tarrant here. This is the end of the... this is actually the last guy that's on the lead lap that he just got to. So he's actually caught up to the field. He's going to set his sights on Noah, but he is nowhere near Noah. Something must have happened with Cody somewhere to get him that far back. I would not think that he would be there because he wanted to, but now, late in the run, Jeff's trying to fight DJ for this position. DJ's already been used up. Jeff tries to get to his quarter panel again. Looks like he just kind of sails it on in there. Sometimes you just got to sacrifice a little bit of tire to get around a guy because you're going to burn it up. And behind him, DJ is loose. Yeah, I think he's been driving. He's been trying since that car got almost spun, and it's just difficult. I mean, it really is difficult for you to have control of that car fully. It just doesn't want to act the same. As Brock is actually catching Dylan really fast now. Dylan may have had a fluke lap there, so I'll give it time, but we're going to see if it's not a 20... I think he may have just slipped up on that last lap. I'm not sure. I think he did before that, though. Speed runs this time. 24, 37, 24, 58. Yeah, I think he slipped somewhere. He goes out there and he sets the pace for the field. I don't think he has the fastest lap of the race. I think that belongs. Never mind, he does. Fastest lap with a 23:53. I'm just going to make sure. Yep, 23:53 is the fastest time of the race so far for anybody. Upka, he's trying to get DJ now. Jeff sees TJ in front of him. Got TJ and DJ. Jeff, I believe he'll probably get around TJ. TJ's taking that bottom line, surprisingly. I wouldn't expect him to enter like that. Kind of gave him the preferred line. We want to see. I think he's trying to get him. Yeah, he's trying to set him up. Right here, too. You'd be surprised how much power you can actually put down really early in this corner, and the car doesn't want to get out on you. He actually is going to get to the outside of TJ now, so I think he's going to get that position easily. TJ drives in there a little bit deeper, almost comes up and washes up into him. Gets a good rotation on the bottom, but Jeff Taylor will get that spot. Now he's back up to 5th. Fought up to the pack multiple times. He did it again. He's flexing on him right now. Showing that he's doing so good. Put him back there. He's going to come through the field anyway. Uh-oh, that was Tarrant, I believe. Yes, that was. No, that was not Tarrant. That was Schofield. When you all run the same paint scheme, it's so hard for me to tell the difference of them. Well, not same, but they are very close. I mean, those are... Look how close that is. That is hard to tell the difference from a distance. Dylan, he's definitely going to start losing a lot of time right here. Not because he's having fall-off, because he's having to get through all this. Having to get through these lap cars and put some people a lap down. So he's going to lose some time, but then Brock and Lucas and these guys behind him are going to catch him. But if they catch him in the right spot, then it's a win for them. If they catch him in the wrong spot, then it's a win for Dylan. It really just depends on who catches him in the right spot or wrong spot. Lap cars can ruin races. Ask Noah Gregson. Kyle Larson and Eric Almirola. Eric Almirola apparently did not want Larson to win 2 races. Right out of caution multiple times. I believe one was at Las Vegas. Yeah, it was Las Vegas, and then Phoenix. I don't think Larson might have won that race at Phoenix. I know Atlanta, he blew a tire in front of Larson, being 60 laps on it, on tires, and the right rear blew out, which that was not very smart to put him out there. There's been some times where cars are, they can get you. I don't know how I disconnected that to that, but I did. I kind of started going off on a rant there on Eric Almirola. Man was supposed to retire last year. He came back. Ryan Sizemore and DJ are down pit road, so this will get them to the end. They will not have to pit again unless the caution comes out. So if they have a fast repair, you might want to use it now. I think DJ might have his still. I don't think he's used it. Yep, he used it now. That car is fixed on the splitter part of it. I knew he had one because that damage didn't go away. There was multiple pit stops and opportunities to fix it. So he kept it for late in the race, and then knowing somebody's luck, there's probably going to be a wreck right in front of him. He's going to wish he saved it. Surprisingly, we haven't really seen a lot of wrecks here, which is kind of astonishing, but I normally see a lot of guys, they step out. Somebody's loose up there. Who's in front of Trey? I believe that might be Lucas, who just had the car step out on him multiple times. I say that because I see the tire smoke from somebody. I'm not sure who it is a lot of the time, so I'm having to guess. Yep, it is definitely Lucas. Found that out. Just saw him get loose there. So his car is not handling to his liking either. He's having a lot of fun with it. And by that, really not having fun. When that happens, it sucks. I mean, it really does suck. As I almost ended up bad. That was Cody trying to get out. No, that was Dopill trying to get out of the way. DJ almost ran right into the back of him. That could have been horrible. As DJ, I believe he's 2 laps down, I think. Let's see what he is. No, he's 2 laps down. So he'll get 1 lap. Then when Dylan goes in the pit and all other stuff, he'll get back on the lead lap. He'll actually assume the lead probably because he's going to be running so much faster. Hubka's down. Ryan Sizemore is back down. believe he sped. I think, yep, he sped on pit road. It's a heartbreaker for him. McQuaid's down, Hupka's down, Roberge. So, this is when the cycle of pit stops. I cannot believe Hupka's... Look at Hupka's pit sign. It's literally him yelling. You also have Hupka looking back at you, smiling on the rear of his car. You really can't see it there. See it? Yep, there it is. Hupka Real Estate. Also, see the TWR. This league does run custom TWR setups that Kenny makes every single week for them. TWR, #1 in the world. Not biased at all that I'm on their team. Didn't hear that from me. Hey, no, here we go. Taylor's down. Trey is down also. You do not want to speed. Ryan just found that out the hard way. You do not want to speed. As Jeff probably was driving through that because he really can't see his pit stall there at all. He probably has no clue where it is. I mean, a lot of these, some tracks is really hard to find where your pit stall is. You know, sometimes your crew chief won't even count you down. I've had that happen a couple of times where he doesn't count me down and I have to just turn. I have to guess where it is or it's not loading. So I'm like, where's my pit box? Lucas is down pit road. Cody's down pit road. So Dylan's running it dry. Brock's probably going to run it dry. TJ maybe going to run it dry. We're going to have to see if he does or doesn't. If he does, that might work for him, but he's really far back though. He's 11 seconds back. He's going to keep losing time. These guys that haven't pit, how long do you stay out? How long do you keep beating these tires up? That's the big decision for all of them. BJ just got 1 lap back there. And if a caution were to come out, the guys that are 1 lap down, you know, Noah, TJ, Brock, and Dylan, you can't make it to the end of the race. You're going to have to come down pit road. They're going to get the wave around. They're going to be able to come back down, or they're going to be able to get back on the lead lap. So it would still hurt them, but they're still not out of contention. You can't really say anybody's out of contention at these tracks. It seems like you'll say it and then they just pop up out of nowhere and you're like, you gotta be kidding me. Noah's there. Yes, there's only 4 guys that haven't pitted. 4 guys have not pit the whole entire race. Not whole entire race. This last stretch. Noah, TJ, Brock, and Dylan. Come in. As we almost have a little bit of a wreck there between Lucas and DJ. Might have been a block. I don't think it was. Go back and look, however, if it was. I don't think it was. Yeah, I don't think it was. Nah, that's just different braking zones. Yeah, that's different braking zones right there. DJ does get around him. Yeah, that wasn't intentional. Dylan's finally down pit road. So this is his last pit stop. Now he's got to go catch these guys that pit before him. Actually, might not have to catch him. It really depends on like how fast they were gaining behind you. Really want them to be slow, but that doesn't happen all the time. Yeah, everybody. Yeah, those last 4 guys are all down now. They pit at the same time. Probably a smart idea because you don't want to stay out much longer. I believe that may put... No, Dylan's already out. Okay, so he's way out in front of Brock. He's actually not going to lose the lead at all. If he stays in the lead, which actually he's got to get around Brock, but I think he'll unlap himself. Yeah, he should unlap himself here. Okay, it's going to be close. As Brock blends. Yep, okay, Dylan does get around him. Now we got Taylor hounding DJ. Taylor has about 8 lap better tires than him. So he'll probably get that position easily. I would say if I would have had to pick, I would have said it was or probably the guy who's had a rough night but made the best is probably Jeff, because he's done this twice now. Driven through the field and came back up here, and now that's the third position for him. And he has some of the... Now, they're not as fresh as Brock or Dylan. They're almost 10... Or no, it's about 7 lap better tires between those two, kind of. Dylan 165, Brock 166, which is really 165. He just crossed the finish line for his pit box. So Jeff, I don't think he'll catch him. He's definitely trying. Dylan, he's hoping that a caution does not come out. If he does, he's going to be very furious about that, and I would not blame him either. Some things in this world really baffle me. It makes me question, like, what is humanity? I don't understand them sometimes. Should turn this into a philosophy stream. How do you even get a job in that? Yeah, this is what Ghost is. Random thoughts pop into my mind now to start talking. Upka has Trey behind him. Trey must have sped, because he's a lap down, I think. Let's see what it does when it cycles back up here. Hard to tell on this. Yeah, he's a lap down. No, he's not. What? Okay, it said it had him as being a lap down. Now he's not. Oh, has Cash? Maybe Cash hadn't came in. No, he did. I'm pretty sure he did. Yeah, he had came in. Okay, that was weird. It showed him a lap down for me. And once he passed Hupka, it put him back on the lead lap. Hupka wasn't the leader. We'll go on board with top 5 here for about 2 laps so you can see what their in-car camera, or what their hands look like working the wheel. Oh, never mind. We will not do that because somebody just shot down to the bottom. That was... No, we got a wreck now. We almost have a wreck. Oh, he's still trying to hold on to it. That's the 99 if I can find him. Where's he at? Yeah, that might be the wrong stamp 99. That was Dylan. There he is. That was almost a wreck. We're going to go back and watch that. Holy crap. I saw smoke, and that's all I saw. What happened here? Okay, this is a... Whoa. Okay, this is a lot. So Noah gets loose, shoots down to the bottom. Then Dylan gets tapped by Ryan. Almost wrecks Ryan on accident coming back down the track. That was a lot of events that just happened in the span of literally 5 seconds. But now that it's not on fire, we will do the 2 laps on board with these guys. that was on board with those guys there. Chris is having some fun there trying to hold on to that car, but Dylan has extended his lead to about, actually it's a little bit smaller than what it was before. Now under 2 seconds here. So he's going to start watching. Brock is going to start driving really, really hard. Jeff, he's going to hold off DJ. DJ's so far back. But Dylan can't be too lenient here on his tires. You don't want to let Brock get to your bumper. When somebody gets on your bumper, you are kind of starting to panic. You're like, oh gosh, he might pass me here. I got to do something. I know that feeling all too well. And there are guys that will absolutely hound each other for positions. And it is one of the weirdest things you ever see. I mean, they're all over each other. Wasn't that much faster, but he's definitely gaining time. I mean, there's no doubt about that. He is gaining time on Dylan. This is kind of what we saw happen before, too. Dylan led a majority, and then towards the very end of the run, his tires just started to go away. The cars just didn't handle the same as it did before. It didn't act right for him. I wouldn't be surprised if that's starting to happen again. Because he's definitely losing. I'll pull up lap times here. See on the left side for them. Run 24:08. Trey will run a 24:01. So it's not by much by any means. I believe this will actually show me. Okay, yeah, we'll show Brock in front of him. So that red right there is time that he's been gaining on McDonald. McDonald was slower that lap. So if I go to McDonald and then take it back one, +1 actually. You see it right there. Trey's been gaining on him multiple laps in a row. It's not one lap. It's every single lap. You see it actually tied on lap 190. But they're going to be getting into a lot of lap traffic here. Dylan only has 7 more laps to get through it. But Trey picks up another 3/10 that lap. But he's going to run into this right here as Noah lets him by. He gets a good exit off that corner. Dylan might see this race start slipping from his grasp here. These guys pit at the same time. What's the time going to be this time by? 24:16. Another 10th. I mean, he's coming. He is coming, that's for sure. There's no doubt about that. He might go get him. Actually, I'll extend this lap count here too. We'll go back to Dylan. And we'll look at the last 20 laps, if it'll let me do that. I don't think it will. No, it won't. Okay, go on. Well, it will. Oh, actually, I need to put that back to whatever it was. Last lap. Actually, I will put it to compare 10 laps. I think that's how I do it. Yeah, so right there. Nope, that's definitely not it. Don't do what I did. Do not do what I did. That did not work. Okay, we'll just leave it. We'll leave it at that. I messed that up really bad. That was a mistake by me. Do not do that. Tried to see what the lap times were. But it's now down to 7/10. And Brock doesn't have much lap traffic in front of him. He's really got McQuaid. And I don't think McQuaid's going to fight him either. I think McQuaid's pretty much just going to let him go. If he catches him in the right spot, too, this is a big. Dylan only has 3 more laps, so unless he really slips up somewhere, he's probably going to take home the win here. But he's got some more traffic in front of him. So 2 more laps around here for Dylan McDonald, the newcomer in the Ghost Cup Series. Actually gains time on Whitehead that time. That's what he wants to see. Yeah, that's definitely what he wants to see from him. Trey's, that's another 6/10. I think if Brock, I keep saying Trey. If Brock had more time, I think he very well could have caught Dylan McDonald, but it's not over till it's over. We saw Kyle Larson leading that Pocono 2 years ago, blew a tire the last lap. Dylan has a 6/10 lead over Brock Whitehead. Dylan McDonald, he will go into 3. He will come out of 4 here, and he will win his second race here in the Ghost Cup Series at Rockingham. Brock Whitehead second. Jeff Taylor rebounds after going to the back multiple times and comes home at 3rd. DJ comes home 4th. TJ will actually come home 5th. A good run for him. Looks like when he gets his internet fixed, he does really good in races. It's a good night for him, that's for sure. Watching Dylan burn it down if he does decide to do that. See if he, no, give me a burnout here. There he goes. Actually impressive that he's being able to hold the brake like that. I've tried to do that. That's really hard to do too. It's not easy at all because you have to have almost equal throttle and brake input because the car's going to want to walk sideways, and it already is for him. The dang Kyle Larson burnout here. Literally a Kyle Larson burnout. There he goes. He loops it around. Oh, is he going to do it going back? Let's see what he does here now. He might go back and do it again, or he might just park it here. Oh, he's going to park it at the start-finish line. So, I will pull up the finishing order here. I will go to a blimp static view for you all, so you don't have to look at the track or look at one car the whole entire time. We will bring in the top 3 drivers, however, so that is qualifying. I've made that mistake multiple times. Do not pay attention to that. This is the race results. I had it selected there from last time I was in it. But we will, my room is all the way down here. Bring in the 3rd place driver in Jeff Taylor. Let me ask for him. Just seeing what was said here. I'm asking for him. As we've already got drivers mad. You got a mad driver. I'm not going to say who it is. So, this is, I have to see what lap this was, but just looking at what's going on in there. It's called trash talk, so these guys can go at it after the race. Give him about 3 more minutes just to wait. Actually checking on Dylan's stream right now. He's doing it's for PGR Money Racing. He does a lot of money racing stuff. I mean, a lot of money racing. It's ridiculous how much he does of money racing broadcast for people. I don't know why they like it, but they like it, and it's pretty much gambling. I mean, it literally is gambling pretty much. I mean, you pay your entry fee, and it's always a super speedway, and it's up for anybody. But actually, probably, yeah, we will. Actually, I'm gonna go delete that. We'll just skip him here. I believe he's actually already probably left. Yeah, I think he has. I'm just looking at this chat, looking them all go at it. think, yeah, probably, yeah, he is. Okay, so he's not getting notifications because he has his Discord set a certain way. But we were bringing the second place driver in, Brock Whitehead. Let me make sure to unmute my Discord. Hey, Brock, this is Bryson. Brock, this is. Oh, I can't speak. God, this is Bryson Booth. You got a copy, man?
Yeah.
And so you come home second. You fall just a little bit short. But how did the race go for you overall?
Oh, it went great. I felt like I could save the tires, running the fifth gear, and then about halfway through the run, shifting it down in the fourth, unlike everybody else running it hard in fourth, and just people went by me, and then I reeled them back in about 10 laps later. And then on that first pit strategy, I stayed out an extra lap, and then the caution came out, so that helped. And then we pit under caution about 30 laps later, and then of course the last one I think was on a 165, I want to say, and I stayed out a lap longer again and came out just about a second and a half behind Dylan. He pulled, and about lap 180 I downshifted it into fourth and started catching him. He even said about 5 or 10 more laps I would have had him, but props to him, 2 weeks in a row.
I was gonna say, no, I saw you coming and you were gaining time and you finished only 6/10 behind him. And you were shaving off, and I was like, there's more laps. He's probably gonna catch him. But I mean, you had a good night. But now, how was the track overall? Because it seems like there wasn't that many guys getting loose tonight.
Yeah, it surprisingly felt tight for Rockingham. Usually Rockingham is a slick track coming out of 2. But if you controlled the throttle and acted like you had an egg under it, you were good, and you wouldn't be spinning out of 2. Now a couple guys I know, they wrecked out of 4 and stuff, but just gotta have that egg under the throttle.
Yeah, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Gungan Squad, Trey for painting the car, my dad, Cash, Lucas, everybody on the team, especially Dylan too. He helps out with strategy a lot and lets us know what to adjust on the car to make us faster, and we all adjust. And look at us, we most of us finish a lot top 10 every week, so it's obviously working.
All right, man. Well, good second place finish tonight. I will let you go.
All right, thank you.
It was Brock Whitehead. Apparently, I can't say Bryson Booth correctly. Stumbled over words really badly. That never happened. But we'll bring in the race winner and Dylan McDonald. Hey, Dylan, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man?
Hey, man, how's it going?
And so you win your second race of the season. How was it for you overall, though?
You know what? I actually like Rockingham. It's one of my favorite tracks, so I already knew what the game plan was for my side of things, but it was actually kind of long, kind of boring driving, being kind of spread out. I like the close action-packed racing there, but nonetheless, still a great race. Only 3 cautions that whole race, so can't be too mad about it.
Yeah, man. I mean, but what was going through your head those closing laps? Because Brock was coming for you.
Yeah, I guess playing a little bit of cat and mouse, I guess you could say. Push it a little bit too hard the first 5-6 laps, then just kind of back up my pace just a little bit. Then I started seeing Brock catch me and catch me and catch me. I was like, I can't go anywhere or any faster than I could. And the lap traffic played a big part in that. And thankfully, some, not all, got out of the way. But it is what it is. You can't make lap traffic move for you.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, I got to give my dad and Michelle a big shout out. Hopefully she's getting better, kicking leukemia's ass. Got to give a big shout out to Johnny Williams. He was racing with a heavy heart here tonight, so glad that I seen him out here on the track. I know it's hard to do, but prayers to him and his family. TJR, Titletown Racing, Smoky Motorsports, Goes for putting on the league, Hubka for letting me come back, EPI, Dustin Hall making the truck setups, Titletown Sim Racing and Media, CRN, Core, Upstate Body Shop and Towing, and Travis's Auto Services here in Fort Wayne.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go. Good win tonight, man. 2 wins on the season for you.
All right, thanks, buddy.
was Dylan McDonald. We actually do have the third place driver in Jeffrey Taylor. Or not, why did I say Jeffrey? Jeff Taylor. Hey, Jeff, this is Bryson Booth. Got a copy, man? If he is here, hopefully he is. Oh, there he is. Get this. Jeff, you here? Let's try to get this. I don't think you realize he's unmuted. Oh, he might know. He knows he's unmuted. I think he does. We're gonna find out here. I don't know what's happening. I don't think he realizes. Wow, I got this muted. I just heard one of his kids say we're on YouTube. I'm so glad I have this audio separated. Oh my lord. I don't know if he realizes he's an open mic right now. This is kind of funny. I'm just gonna sit here and watch this. This is just funny to see. Does he not realize? I don't think he realizes he's in here. I've dragged him in here. Okay, it just went quiet. Maybe he's back? I don't know. What's going on? Hey Jeff, you here, man? I have no clue what's happening. Oh, I think okay, he's here now. Oh, well, he just disconnected. Okay. Wait, hold on. Oh Lord. No, he's in here. I think he just I think he disconnected. Okay. Well, he was in there forever, but I don't think he realized that he was actually in that call. But I will go over the finishing order here. Dylan McDonald first, Brock Whitehead second, Jeff Taylor third, DJ Daniel fourth, TJ Hanley fifth, Christopher Bird sixth, seventh Chris Hupka, eighth Trey Whitehead, ninth Cody Tarrant, 10th Noah Owens, 11th Mike Savanoski, 12th Jonathan Cogswell, 13th Lucas Whitehead, 14th Thomas Stewart, 15th Christopher Cash, 16th Patrick McQuaid, 17th Dylan Ellis, 18th is Ryan Sizemore, 19th, Charles Whitehead, 20th, Chris Zofield, 21st, Warren Young, 22nd, Matt Mettler, 23rd, Johnny Williams, and 24th was Joseph. Not a bad race overall. I'm surprised we didn't have more guys absolutely getting loose and having the car step out on them. But tomorrow I will not be streaming. Austin may have something picked up. I really do not know if he does. I mean, it's whatever he does, whatever he wants to do pretty much. As long as he uploads, that's all I care. He might have something tomorrow. Might not. I'm probably going to try to run at least one A Open at Martinsville. This is probably going to go horribly wrong for me, because I'm not looking forward to it. But again, this league is sponsored by Team Watson Racing Setups. Use code WATSPIN at 39. That is WATSPIN 39 for 5% off your purchase of a setup from their setup shop. But I will, if y'all haven't subscribed, you can subscribe. It's free. You can always take it back. You can always turn off notifications. You can turn them on. You can share it to your neighbor, dad, dog, person at work, your friend that doesn't like you anymore, your friend that does like you, your teacher, anybody. We'll take as many subscribers as we can get. I'm trying to grow this channel as much as I can. It's amazing how far it's came in less than a year. That's all thanks to you all. But I will roll this TWR animation. Hopefully my actual mic stand comes in. I've jerry-rigged one. I went and bought a blue compass from Best Buy, and it kept leaning back, and it's still doing it. I don't know why, but I've managed to do that. I stuck a pencil in it to get it to stop going backwards, but it's like right at my face. So hopefully I get that. Parts are coming from Australia, so it sucks. But I will roll this animation, and I will let you all go.